Have you ever wondered why some people, despite eating adequately, still feel weak, drained, and gradually lose muscle mass over the years? After the age of 60, many individuals start paying more attention to their health. They try to eat healthily, cut down on sugar, increase their intake of vegetables, and even exercise regularly every week. Yet one morning they wake up and realize they can't open a jar of jam in the kitchen or need to cling to the handrail just to climb a few steps. The body is speaking, and they don't understand why. The truth is, some foods that seem harmless, even familiar in daily meals, are silently damaging muscle, especially in older adults. White bread, sausages, fried foods, soft drinks, and even those so-called convenient instant meals, all can be culprits speeding up muscle aging. You can change that. When you understand what's really happening inside your body, you'll have the power to protect your health, not just to live longer, but to live stronger and more independently every day. In this video, you'll discover the 5 most common foods that quietly weaken your muscles and simple ways to replace them without having to change your entire diet. If you find this content valuable, hit like and share it with your loved ones, especially parents or grandparents who are living alone. Have you ever experienced a loss of strength even while eating well? Share your experience in the comments. Every story is a gift to this community. Now, let's explore and begin the journey to better health by identifying familiar yet dangerous foods. Do you often eat white bread for breakfast? Or choose pasta, crackers, or pastries as quick meals during the day? It may seem normal, even convenient, but these foods carry a major hidden risk to your muscle health, especially as you age. Many people believe they're eating healthily just because they've cut back on red meat or fried foods. But what they often overlook is this: their diet is still based on refined carbohydrates. White bread, pasta made from regular flour, cookies, processed breakfast cereals. All of these are empty carbs, lacking in fiber, vitamins, and essential minerals. Once consumed, these foods rapidly convert into blood sugar, causing a spike followed by a crash in blood glucose levels. The result? The body falls into a cycle of fatigue, chronic low-grade inflammation, and insulin imbalance, all of which directly impair the ability to build and maintain muscle. Muscles don't just need protein. To build and sustain muscle, your body requires a stable metabolic foundation, something refined carbs simply do not provide. When blood sugar fluctuates wildly, protein absorption is disrupted. Inflammation increases, reducing recovery efficiency after physical activity and accelerating muscle breakdown. This is why many older adults, despite eating enough and staying active, still find their bodies getting weaker. But you can change this with very simple choices. Swap white bread for whole grain bread, which retains the wheat bran layer rich in fiber and B vitamins. If you love pasta, try lentil or quinoa pasta. Both are high in protein and don't spike your blood sugar the way regular carbs do. More importantly, always pair carbs with high-quality protein and healthy fats in each meal. For example, a slice of whole grain bread spread with almond butter and served with a boiled egg is far better than white bread with jam. Or a bowl of quinoa pasta with roasted vegetables and grilled salmon will not only keep you full longer, but also effectively nourish your muscles. The key is not to eliminate carbs entirely, but to choose the right kind. The kind that helps you maintain steady energy, supports metabolic balance, and aids in muscle recovery and growth after 60. Once you shift your meals from what's easy and convenient to what's sustainable and beneficial, your body will respond clearly. Less fatigue after your walks, firmer arms, and improved balance and mobility day by day. Remember, every bite is a choice for your future strength, and you can start with that morning loaf of bread. Is a glass of orange juice each morning truly a great start to your health? Many people still believe that fruit juice, especially orange juice, is an essential part of a healthy diet. But the truth is more complicated than that. For decades, orange juice has been promoted as a symbol of vitality, freshness, and abundant vitamin C. And yes, it does contain vitamins. But when you drink juice instead of eating the whole fruit, you're missing one crucial component: fiber. It's fiber that slows sugar absorption, stabilizes blood sugar levels, and protects the body from chronic low-grade inflammation. Fruit juices, whether from oranges, apples, or grapes, contain a high amount of natural sugar, and without fiber, that sugar causes blood glucose levels to spike, followed by a surge in insulin. The result? The body enters an inflammatory state, accumulates visceral fat, and if this happens frequently, it can seriously affect the liver and muscle health. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, now more common than ever, is quietly spreading among older adults. And the cause isn't just fast food or sugary sodas. Many cases stem from one seemingly healthy habit, drinking fruit juice every morning. When the liver is overwhelmed by fructose, the process of protein synthesis and energy production for muscles becomes disrupted. Muscles that aren't properly nourished will gradually weaken, react more slowly, and lose balance function, especially in those over the age of 60. So instead of orange juice, you can switch to options that are both refreshing and more beneficial for muscle health. For example, a smoothie made from whole fruits, blended with a bit of leafy greens, unsweetened almond milk, and a spoonful of chia seeds. Thanks to intact fiber, this drink keeps you full longer, stabilizes blood sugar, and nourishes your muscles more effectively. Another simple choice is diluted lemon water with no sugar and a few slices of fresh ginger or mint. It helps cleanse the body, supports digestion, and doesn't burden the liver. Or you can enjoy herbal teas like chamomile, rooibos, or peppermint, drinks that calm the nervous system, aid sleep, and indirectly support muscle recovery. Changing habits doesn't mean sacrificing flavor. It's about learning to choose what truly benefits you in the long run, especially if you want to maintain physical strength in your golden years. Remember, not everything natural is always safe when it's stripped from its original form. An orange, eaten whole, benefits you. But a glass of juice containing the sugar from 3 to 4 oranges can become a burden to the muscles you're trying to protect. You can start tomorrow by swapping your morning juice for a light smoothie or a warm cup of herbal tea. Your body will thank you, your muscle cells will recover more easily, and your daily energy will become more sustainable than ever. Have you ever thought, it's just a few slices of deli meat in a sandwich? What harm could it do? Many people still rely on processed meats for their convenience and familiar taste. But behind every bite of sausage, ham, or bacon is a series of silent effects that slowly erode your muscle health. Processed meats often contain nitrates, nitrites, salt, and saturated fat, ingredients that can increase inflammation in the body, cause dehydration, and negatively impact blood circulation. And if you're over the age of 60, these effects become even more serious as your body's ability to recover and detoxify is significantly reduced compared to your younger years. Imagine this. Muscles are like machines that require steady energy, blood, and nutrients to maintain strength. But when you frequently consume processed meats, the high sodium content causes fluid retention, raises blood pressure, and reduces blood flow to muscle tissue, leaving muscles undernourished. Not to mention the formation of compounds like AGEs, advanced glycation end products, during high heat processing, which can impair cell function and accelerate muscle tissue aging. Moreover, preservatives and artificial additives in cold cuts can also affect your gut microbiome, disrupting digestive balance and indirectly interfering with protein synthesis, a vital process for maintaining muscle mass. You don't need to cut protein out of your diet, just choose better quality, more body-friendly sources. Instead of sausage or ham, switch to lean meats prepared at home, like grilled chicken breast, steamed beef, or boiled pork with moderate seasoning. These options not only help you control salt and fat intake, but also preserve more of the nutrients that benefit your muscles. If you're looking for an easier-to-digest source of protein, consider fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines. They're rich in omega-3 fats that help reduce inflammation and support effective muscle recovery. Additionally, eggs and legumes are also great choices, both convenient and versatile for everyday meals. Make it a habit to read food labels. If a product has a long ingredient list filled with unfamiliar names like sodium nitrate, monosodium glutamate, or hydrolyzed protein, think carefully before adding it to your cart. Your body deserves to be nourished with the cleanest, most natural ingredients possible. When you begin replacing processed meats with fresh, whole protein sources, you'll feel the difference. Stronger arms, easier movement, and a sense of lightness and alertness after meals. And if you're thinking, I've eaten like this my whole life, remember, it's never too late to change. Muscles have an incredible ability to recover as long as you give them the right building blocks. Start today. A lunch of grilled fish and steamed vegetables could mark the beginning of a new journey, one where you not only live longer, but live stronger, more actively and independently for the rest of your life. Have you ever thought that eating too many leafy greens could actually be harmful? It sounds counterintuitive. After all, we're constantly encouraged to eat more vegetables. However, when it comes to spinach, especially when consumed raw too frequently, things aren't as simple as they seem. Spinach is a nutrient-rich vegetable, particularly high in vitamins A, C, K, and iron. But it's also one of the vegetables with the highest levels of oxalic acid, a natural compound that can bind with calcium and magnesium in the gut to form insoluble crystals, preventing the body from absorbing these essential minerals. Calcium and magnesium play a critical role in maintaining muscle function, regulating the nervous system, and preventing cramps. When these minerals become deficient, even if you believe you're eating nutrient-dense foods, your muscles may weaken, react more slowly, and your mobility can gradually decline over time. Moreover, consuming too much raw spinach over a long period can lead to oxalate buildup in the kidneys, increasing the risk of kidney stones, a condition not uncommon in older adults. You might be thinking, does that mean spinach is the enemy? Not exactly. The issue doesn't lie with spinach itself, but with how and how often you consume it. Moderation, proper preparation, and balance with other vegetables. That's the key to reaping the benefits without causing harm. The first simple solution is to cook spinach rather than eat it raw. When spinach is cooked, lightly steamed, boiled, or sautéed, its oxalate content significantly decreases, making it easier for your body to absorb beneficial minerals. If you love green smoothies, limit how often you have them each week, or swap spinach for lower oxalate greens like kale, romaine lettuce, Swiss chard, or arugula. Also, alternate different vegetables in your daily meals instead of relying on just one familiar type. Variety not only makes your meals more enjoyable, but also helps prevent the accumulation of any one specific compound in the body. If you're concerned about calcium or magnesium deficiency, consider getting them from other sources such as unsweetened yogurt, almonds, pumpkin seeds, or mineral-rich water. And most importantly, don't forget to stay hydrated. Water not only helps transport nutrients, but also supports the kidneys in filtering out excess oxalate effectively. The message here isn't stop eating spinach, but rather learn to eat it wisely. Even the healthiest foods need to be consumed intentionally, based on understanding and attentiveness to your body. You don't have to give up your favorite salad. Just adjust how you prepare it and how often you eat it. A few times a week with cooked spinach, combined with other vegetables, will allow you to gain the full benefits without compromising your muscle health, especially as your body needs more support with each passing year. Your muscles don't require perfection in your diet, just mindfulness and balance. And that begins with the small choices you make each day, like cooking your greens instead of eating them raw. Have you ever felt slight tremors, a racing heartbeat, or sleeplessness after a few cups of coffee? Coffee has long been an essential part of many people's morning routines. It helps you stay alert, boosts concentration, and even brings a sense of excitement. But drinking too much, especially in middle and older age, can quietly harm the muscles you're trying to protect. Caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant. In moderate amounts, it can support both mental and physical performance. But when consumed in excess, typically more than 2 to 3 cups a day, your body starts to pay the price. One of the most noticeable effects is dehydration and the loss of minerals, especially calcium and magnesium, two nutrients essential for muscle function. Coffee has a mild diuretic effect, causing the body to excrete more water and minerals through urine. When this happens regularly, the body can slip into a state of silent deficiency, directly affecting muscle contraction and recovery. Fatigue, soreness after physical activity, or nighttime cramps may stem from this, even if you think you're eating well every day. Caffeine also stimulates the adrenal glands to release cortisol, the stress-related hormone. In small doses, cortisol helps you stay awake and alert. But when cortisol levels remain elevated due to excessive caffeine intake, the body enters a state of chronic stress. And cortisol is one of the key factors that breaks down muscle tissue, impedes the building of new muscle, and slows post-exercise recovery. One lesser-known effect is its impact on sleep. Caffeine stays in your system for many hours after consumption, with a half-life of around 5 to 6 hours. That means a cup of coffee at 2 p.m. might still disrupt your sleep at 10 p.m. Poor sleep doesn't just leave you tired, it also reduces muscle recovery since tissue regeneration occurs most during deep sleep at night. So, should you give up coffee entirely? Not necessarily. The issue isn't whether you drink coffee, but how much and when. First solution, limit your daily coffee intake to 1 to 2 small cups and drink it in the morning, preferably after a meal. Avoid coffee after 12 p.m. to protect your nighttime sleep. Second, gradually shift to gentler beverages such as green tea, chamomile tea, or peppermint tea. Green tea still contains a small amount of caffeine, but it also includes L-theanine, which soothes the nervous system and enhances alertness without overstimulation. Herbal teas are caffeine-free, refreshing, relaxing, and excellent for digestion. A simple tip, if you still drink coffee daily, make sure to replenish your minerals through food. Nuts like cashews, pumpkin seeds, and almonds, leafy greens, and mineral-rich water all help restore the micronutrients lost through urination. And don't forget to stay hydrated throughout the day, especially after drinking coffee. Remember, muscles need recovery, not only during workouts, but also through your everyday lifestyle. If you love coffee, you can still enjoy it, but make it part of your wellness strategy, not the hidden reason your strength is quietly declining. A fragrant cup of coffee in the morning can be wonderful, if it's accompanied by awareness, body mindfulness, and intentional choices. That's how you preserve your pleasure while protecting your inner strength, where muscles, organs, and spirit meet. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. Your presence and attention are what motivate me to continue sharing helpful information so that each of us can live healthier, freer, and more intentional lives every day. We've just explored 5 foods that may seem familiar and harmless, yet can silently erode muscle strength over time. From white bread and fruit juice, to processed meats, raw spinach, and the habit of drinking too much coffee. Each one carries its own lesson about mindful eating, about listening to your body, and about the power of small, daily choices repeated over time. I believe that true change doesn't come from grand gestures, but from clear awareness and simple actions. You don't need to change everything in one day. Just start with a different breakfast, a different drink, or a more conscious choice at the grocery store. And I'd love to hear from you. Among the 5 food groups we talked about, which habit have you struggled with? Where will you begin your change? Leave a comment below because your story might inspire many others on their own journey. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to click like, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future topics on health, nutrition, and sustainable living after 60. Let's build a community where everyone has the right to be healthy, empowered, and joyful in their own body, because it's never too late to start living better. And that journey can begin with your very next meal.